My first topic for today is secondary school dropouts in India. The first step in developing a nation is to educate its citizens. That is why when 17% of India's secondary school students discontinue their education, it is something to be taken seriously. A research study conducted by the National Council of Education Research and Training found that child marriage, educational qualification of parents, absence of teachers, lack of guidance and counseling, lack of transportation, partiality, prejudices, and lack of interest in school were the major causes for student dropout in India. The abolishment of child marriage and child labour must not only remain on paper, but it must be strictly enforced. To reduce the number of dropouts, the Government of India's Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and the right of children to free and compulsory education have worked well with the elementary level of education. But now we must also focus on the secondary school level. The Midwestern US state of Michigan has developed a dropout prevention system called the 12 Together. It is a weekly after-school discussion group led by an adult volunteer. Each peer discussion group consists of 12 students. Discussions are based on students' interests, usually focusing on personal, family, and social issues. There are even homework assistance sessions. The program was found to have positive effects on student retention in school. We could also implement something similar in India. Also, introducing technology into the classroom and having activity-based lessons are some ways in which we can get students more interested into the curriculum. Social problems such as school dropouts are complex, and to prevent them, we need a collaborative effort from the school, the family, and the community. My second topic is the unemployment of persons with disabilities. Lack of inclusion in the workforce is one of the major challenges that persons with disabilities face. In developing countries, almost 80 to 90% of persons with disabilities are unemployed. Some reasons for their high rate of unemployment include inaccessible physical environments and lack of information on employment. Research shows us that there are other issues including negative attitudes of recruiters and ineffective legislation. In India, persons with disabilities still are not adequately represented in the labour market, in spite of strong anti-discriminatory laws and many government schemes. A study conducted in Sweden shows that even well-educated and successfully employed persons with disabilities report being unable to fully engage in their work. Let us take a look at what IBM, a multinational American technology and consulting company, has done to include persons with disabilities into their workforce. Firstly, employees are able to access an online portal where they can request for devices and goods that will make them as productive as anybody else in the workplace. Secondly, IBM's Building Accommodation Assessment team addresses office accessibility issues when they arise. Today, the company's focus is on policy making that actively works to expel myths and improve attitudes towards the recruitment of employees with disabilities. The IBM model is one from which many organizations can learn from. We must remember that an employed person of disability is an inspiration to other persons with disabilities. He is a champion of disability awareness and can also influence policy making. To conclude, I would like to say that social issues affect the society as a whole, and it is up to us to work together to make the world and our nation a better place.